YouTube. I have a question for my viewers. I was just pulling up every day when I get to work. I pull up the internet after I do some of my duties, and I read the news. And Comcast is my provider at home as well as at work for internet. And the front page always, the home page always comes up with the top headlines and all of that good stuff. And the first thing that caught my eye was a 7-year-old shot by police while she was asleep. Here we have a case of wrongful death, and the deceased happens to be a 7-year-old child that's really just been really beginning her to know what she likes and can tell what she wants to be, ambitions and goals start to come into a child's mind around that age. Initially, this is in Detroit, Michigan, and initially they were after a male suspect, and they ran up to this duplex. They threw a grenade bomb through the window. It caught the child on fire. They kicked in the door and then shot her. Now, they said that when they entered the home, that they got in a tussle with a woman, about 46-year-old woman, inside the front room of the home, or some kind of physical contact, they said. Well, that woman was this child's grandmother and this child's father's son. Mother. Did I say that right? She was the mother of the son and the grandmother of the child that was shot. She said that she did not struggle with anybody. So then the police turns around and says, well, he may have just bumped into her. I get so tired of people dying at the hand of the police. And instead of them admitting what they done wrong, they try to come up with all these different types of scenarios and stories as to why happened, what happened, and why. You have taken the life of a 7-year-old child that was laying on the couch sleeping. Her father had just covered her up with her favorite blanket and went to bed. Not to mention, you raided the wrong house, where the address is clearly displayed on the front of the houses. They later apprehended the suspect that they were looking for. But how much? What is it going to take for this type of stuff to change? This is not the first time I've heard people of the police raiding the wrong house, shooting somebody, treating the people like they are criminals, and then come back with, I'm so sorry. I mean, what are you supposed to do in that situation? That's my question for my viewers. I would be so upset. But on the other hand, what else is there for the police to do? We have a clear case of wrongful death here. Compensation will not bring this child back, but they do need to be held accountable for this. because it happens too much. And they lie about what happened. It's an accident now. It's an accident now. The gun went off. They weren't trying to shoot. They was in a struggle, and the gun went off. But then, oh, he might have just bumped into the woman because the grandmother said, I wasn't struggling with nobody. So y'all can take that, in so many words, y'all need to take that lie back. Because I wasn't struggling with nobody. Oh, well, maybe he just bumped into her and the gun went off. This child, I'll put the link to the story in the video. The video starts off with the aunt crying, saying that the baby was on fire and a bullet right here through her face. How is that an accident? If she was laying on the couch asleep. I don't know, but they need to be held accountable because, first of all, before they went into that house, they should have checked to see if they was at the right address. First of all, that is a problem. Happens too many times. When I lived in Birmingham, something of this caliber happened. I've heard of it happening in other states where these police just run up in people's houses, most times killing people that live there, and they are in the wrong house. I can't remember the story, but this wasn't long ago that this happened to an elderly lady. Something needs to be done about these police just running up in people's houses without first checking to see if they are at the right home. My viewers, tell me what you think and how you feel about this scenario. I mean, nothing that they do can bring this child back, but what needs to happen with these policemen? I mean, my gosh, what's going on with y'all? Y'all supposed to be serving and protecting the people, but you're killing the people. And let me say this, not all polices are like this. I don't put everybody in one barrel and say you're all the same. But one bad apple spoils